Welcome, all of you, few of you. I hope the room will still fill up to the workshop Growth Within Limited Resources, Sustainable Economy. My name is Heidrun Famler. I'm from the Baltic Environmental Forum Group. This is a network of NGOs in the Baltic states, Germany, Russia. I am German myself, but Latvian by taxpayer status, and I live since 18.5 years in Latvia and have moderated to a large extent the capacity building among the state authorities and local authorities and industries for the EU accession process. We are ourselves not a pressure group NGO, but we find ourselves mostly in moderation and capacity building role. And in this role as a moderator, I have also been asked by the Lithuanian NGOs, the organizers of this workshop today, here to moderate it. This is also how I would like to thank to the Lithuanian NGOs, the Kaunas Technical University Environmental Engineering Institute Apini, the Juris Staniškis is here, the director, and the Center for Sustainable Development from Lithuania, and thanks to Liutauras Toškus, who has invited me here, and the CSR Expert Network of Lithuania. I don't know, where is the representatives here? Not yet here, still in the project market. Our workshop is called Sustainable Economy, Growth Within Limited Resources. Yesterday, I participated in the scenario workshop, Growth Within Limited Resources. And all the day yesterday in the plenary and in the main workshop, I was following the question of the focus. The focus should be sustainable growth. I marked sustainable and growth in two colors because I think it would be very, very valuable that we are a little bit thinking about growth and sustainable. I think we have been talking mostly about growth the last days. The discussion points here in this workshop should be coordinating activities of Baltic Sea Region states to strengthen the use of market-based instruments to achieve low carbon and resource efficient future, and the opportunities for renewable energy and energy conservation, their impact upon employment and public finances, the policies required for successful implementation. So we are talking about resource efficiency, about low carbon economy, and about policies required here. Going a bit back to the days today and yesterday, there's a lot of talk about prosperity, development, innovation, market solutions, and growth. And I'm asking myself, when I hear that, do we mean unlimited growth and unlimited profit? Because I understand that we have to make economy attract by our sustainability thinking, but do we have to promise them growth as business as usual by providing them with more resource efficient technologies? This is something what I would really like to discuss with you. We should talk here about sustainable economy. And yesterday evening, I took the freedom to screen once more the policy papers we are talking about. The Commission comment on the EU strategy, it is 12 pages. And I found 12 times the word sustainable. And the action plan of the strategy is on 191 pages, and my computer counted 197 times the word sustainable. Sustainable growth, sustainable resources, sustainable development, very often. Sustainable research, yes, Juris, sustainable research. It's the bonus program, it's called sustainable research. And I asked myself how this is meant. And then I found, not in the safe environment section, but in the prosperity section, the definition, the Baltic Sea, a prosperous region, high productivity, high level of innovation, and sustainable economic growth. I was very attracted yesterday by the presentation from the consultant from the Boston group, who said that with innovation you can solve all problems. Hazardous substance management by innovation. I'm working with industries in the Baltic states since quite some years, and we are trying to teach them for substitution and alternatives in use of hazardous substances, especially downstream users. And this is a question of money, and it's not a question of growth and innovation. And I'm not so sure if they can follow the enthusiasm about innovation so easily. So I think this is what we have really to think about. Sustainable economic growth. We talk a lot about competitiveness, but maybe only about very few industries. I was screening further the documents and would like to quote to you something more about sustainable growth in relation to our Baltic Sea. I found a very nice sentence. The roadmap to a resource-efficient Europe recognizes that marine resources are a key component of our natural capital and provide economic opportunities in a wide range of sectors, such as mineral extractions, pharmaceuticals, biotechnology, and energy. Pursuing these in a sustainable manner is essential for the marine environment to continue to provide its key ecosystem services, like the natural regulatory function that helps combat climate change or slow coastal erosion. Marine and maritime sector create opportunities for sustainable growth, competitiveness, and jobs that should be further explored in order to harvest the region's potential. Although we talked a little bit about in a sustainable manner, we again turn it to harvest, competitiveness, and opportunities, which are slogans of profit-making business. And I think we have to reflect a bit what word we use. Meeting the Save the Sea objective will also contribute to greater sustainability of goods and services, and this will lead to sustainable growth and job. And then I found the very interesting definition where sustainable growth is set equal with resource efficiency. I think here we come already to a point. In the action plan of the EU strategy for the Baltic Sea, I found a tiny little chapter that satisfied my main question about, do we talk only about growth and prosperity? The horizontal area, sustainability, refers in one sentence nicely to insufficient sustainable use of natural resources in the sea and on the land, which we today face because of a growing demand for energy and the climate change effects. So here there is a little quotation which says it's not all so good, and we have to think about that maybe all the growth demands also more energy and leads to more climate change. I was asked by Liutauras Stoškus to bring the definition, or a good definition, of sustainable economy, and he sent me a very good article from Forum for the Future, which I would like to quote you here. It's you can find it on the web as a download. I noted it there. A resilient, sustainable economy that maximizes quality of life for all, so that people can develop their full potential and lead productive, creative lives within environmental limits. And it would be very good to talk a bit about these here today. I already said that I found the definition that sustainable growth has a lot to do with resource efficiency. When thinking about resource efficiency, we very often think about energy efficiency of course, not only, but was a point we wanted to touch here today. My question to the speakers would be, can we reduce energy consumption, and do our policies promote this?